I'm Michael Rowland, Senior News Presenter with the ABC. Many of you will have watched the previous episode of my new program called 1-1. In that previous program, which was the second episode of 1-1, you would have saw how I had discovered an entrance to the highly secretive elite ADSOM training academy known as Top Screw. Top Screw, of course, run by the renowned ADSOM trainer, Mr. Hugh Screwer. Now, I was in fact sadly thwarted in that episode from entering into Top Screw by a very simple but very effective booby trap set by Hugh Screwer. Following on from that, my producer, I'm talking about of course veteran producer Justin Time, and myself were to have a meeting with ITA to see if a security expert could be added to the 1-1 team to assist in gaining safe entry into the Top Screw ADSOM Training Academy. Or if not, even if we were able to seek from ITA a second reboot of 1-1 to reformat it. Circumstances overtook us before this meeting could take place, as Hugh Screwer contacted ITA claiming that I myself had illegally obtained the training notes and the renovation plans for Top Screw, and those training notes and renovation plans were of course what I used to glean clues to the whereabouts of this entrance for Top Screw, and I believe that I had, and I did in fact confirm that I had discovered this entrance to Top Screw. Further, Hugh Screwer has threatened to sue both the ABC and myself, as he claims that the effective and viable operation of Top Screw is subject to utmost secrecy of its location to protect the privacy of the trainees and to protect the secrecy of his training methods from rival ADSOM trainers. He claims that because I have given away certain clues to the location of the training academy, that he will not be able to viably and effectively run this elite training academy anymore. Now, where we're up to, of course, is that Hugh Screwer has used this threat of legal suits to leverage, to force ITA to give him his own program on the ABC. Not sure what ITA's endgame is on this, as the ABC has faced down more formidable threats in the past than this one from Hugh Screwer. ITA, of course, is renowned for her great wisdom. Maybe she is thinking, give this Hugh Screwer enough rope and he'll hang himself. Or she could be thinking, hook him on the line for a while, then throw him off the line at an opportune time. Also, ITA has advised myself and Justin Time of the permanent axing of 1-1. It is a shame, but there you have it. ITA did previously advise us that if there's one stuff up, then you're skating on thin ice. 2 stuff ups, you're dead in the water. So there you have it. Now, about Hugh Screwer. I know that he is regarded as one of the top ADSOM trainers in the world. He in fact claims he is the top trainer in the world. He has demonstrated recently a level of shrewdness and cunning. But if I had to sum up Hugh Screwer in just 4 words, they would be these: silly, silly, silly man. Anyway, I'm here to pre-record an introduction to the first episode of Hugh Screwer's new program. He hasn't even told anybody what it's called. How silly. Oh, well, here goes then. it doesn't give me any great pleasure at all to introduce Hugh Screw's new program on the ABC, this being his maiden program, which is called Something or What? How silly can you get? Well, thank you, Michael Rowland, for that very honest introduction. I'm Hugh Screwer, and I bet none of you ever thought that you'd see me with my own show on the ABC, my own program. What's my own program called? Well, frankly, I think in the past there's been some overthinking to come up with clever names for these sort of shows, so I'm just going to call it the Hugh Screwer Show. You know, in addition, you know, the Ed Sutherland Show, Groucho Marx Show. Could go on and on, but I won't. And my first guest on the show is none other than Tony Armstrong, the very popular news presenter on ABC News Breakfast, 5 mornings a week, of course, Monday to Friday. Tony is also this year, earlier in the year, won the Graham Kennedy Logie for Best New Talent on Australian TV. Tony then quickly followed this up by winning the Crazy Dancing competition at Crazy's nightclub after the Logies in the After 3am category. The After 3am category for Crazy Dancing, of course, being the most highly contested category of Crazy Dancing. Tony has also had a very popular line of styled costume moustaches, the ones that you can put on and off sort of thing, named in his honour. So they're the very popular Tony Armstrong styled costume moustaches, just commonly known as the Tony Armstrong style moustaches. So it's been a very good year for Tony. We're very pleased to have him on the show. Of course, too, I'd like to mention my producer in the show. Now, Ida actually extended the license to me to bring in my own chosen producer, and I have brought in, of course, the very distinguished Justin Case. Justin, of course, being no stranger to the ABC and very popular around the ABC, just walking around with him. It's just like, you know, walking around, you know, with your, you know, somebody very popular at school, because everybody knows him and shouts out to Justin. Unlike me, of course, but maybe things will change. Well, we'll see. I mean, I am Hugh Screwer afterwards. After all, I would have to say. So let's bring in Tony Armstrong for the first episode of the Hugh Screwer Show. Okay. Where is he? Where is he, Tony? Yes, it's not one of those games. Nobody's seen him. Okay, I was talking to him earlier, so I'll just see if I've got any messages that he's texted in while I've been away from the phone. No, so I don't know. Man of the moment. Wish he was the man in the studio though. Hey Tony, you running a bit late, are you there? Yeah, okay. Well, that's a bit dramatic. So you were down at Federation Square, you were watching some of the FIFA World Cup action on the big screens, and somebody's taken your mum's scarf, which you had, you know, around your neck or on your shoulders, sort of thing. So this is the second time that this has happened. Yeah, I know. With the first time you were down there when Australia beat Peru in the goal shootout to qualify for the World Cup. and you did that good reporting down there, and a guy took it, but you went straight back into the crowd and got it. But you couldn't do it this time because the guy is too far away. After he took it, he got away very quickly. Okay, so I'll just grab a pen. So, did you get a description of the person who took it? Yes. So, don't know whether they're a man or woman. No, you don't know. It could be. I only saw him from the back. Okay. So, actually, I'll get just in case there's my producer of the show. I'll get him to get somebody to take down these details and put them straight onto the ABC website and the ABC Facebook pages. We put them on News Breakfast, or you can put them on the ABC General one, etc. We'll just get the message out. Okay, so wearing, it's tall. They were tall, and they're wearing a grey wind cheater. Okay, they had a green knapsack, which was they were wearing in the tradition that you wear a knapsack in, and dark trousers. Notice anything about the shoe? Any distinguishing the shoes? Just dark shoes. Right. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, and most people will be familiar, or ABC viewers anyway, will be familiar with your mum's scarf. It's got the two-tone. It's got the dark brown on half the length, and it's got the light brown, light tan on the second half. So actually, just if we actually put up on the screen too that evening where Tony's scarf was taken there when Australia beat Peru to qualify the World Cup. It went viral, that one. But if that'll show people what it looks like. Because it's quite long. It's quite long, isn't it? Because I've got a scarf here which is quite a lot of sentimental value to me, which we haven't got time to go into. But mine's sort of only about half a metre. But yours will be at least a metre, wasn't it? Yeah. So it's quite a good length. Okay, so Tony, you're gonna keep looking for it and stay in contact. Right. Okay. From this length, what I'll do is I'll get a party together. No. I'm in a search party, Tony. Not a party like your after Logie parties. Very. Anyway, I won't go into that now. But look, I did like the crazy dancing. I liked your crazy dancing. That was good. Yeah. We haven't got time for that here. Okay. So we'll do that, and I'll get things moving. I'll get people down there looking and searching and helping out, sort of thing. Okay. Stay cool, bro. Okay, bye. Oh, just talking on the phone, of course, there to Tony Armstrong. Such poise, such charm, such focus in a crisis. I really don't know how I keep it going, actually. And so let's get moving on this, Justin. So number one, get onto ABC security. Get all ABC wardens down there. It's around the Federation Square area. They can, if they run into Tony Armstrong, they can have a chat to him. He can fill them in with more details. But we want everyone we can get down there. Look, get on to there's a Tony Armstrong official fan club Facebook page. Yeah, it's the Facebook page. It's the official fan club of Tony Armstrong. They'll be eager, keen, ready to go to help the ones who are in the area or live in the area. Get them down there. Get the contact details will be on the Facebook page. Get as many of them down as you can. Oh, pardon me. What else? Get onto the ABC drama department and get Aaron Peterson. Get Harrison Peterson in and get him working down there and working on the case. And yeah, I was very impressed with his detective work in Mystery Road. Very impressive. Hang on, cancel that. Look, his detective work was very, very good, but it was quite slow and methodical. By the time Aaron solves the case, Tony Armstrong's mum's scarf, it could be, like, for all we know, over in Mexico, being, used to celebrate some bucks party or wedding. It's it could be far away by then. So no, cancel, Aaron. I've got to think. I've got to get somebody on this right away. Somebody who can think outside the square. And I'm thinking. I think I do know the person, but I'm thinking it's a bit like, you know, in Batman and Robin, the television series, when Commissioner Gordon and he'd always be in conference with Chief O'Hara when, you know, one of the arch villains would do some dastardly deed in Gotham City, and he'd be looking, you know, longingly but also reluctantly at the bat phone. He said, Chief O'Hara, they've saved us so many times. I'm reluctant to go to that phone and use it. But in the end, he always used the bat phone to ring up and talk to Batman and Robin. So I think I've got to do that in this case. So I've got to put, emotion and ego aside and get the right person in for the task. And that right person I'm thinking of course, is Gary Kilson. Now, Gary Kilson and we have not talked at all since Marcho Grande, and what happened over Marcho Grande. And you might ask, what happened over Marcho Grande? Well, I'll tell you, nobody ever gets over Marcho Grande. So Gary and I have not talked since Marcho Grande, but as I said, I'll put ego aside. I've got this special phone here, and I actually took that as a souvenir because it was last used in Marcho Grande, and it's actually got Gary Kilson's number in the centre of the dial there. I don't know whether he's in the country. I know if he's on the East Coast. I don't know if he's anywhere near Fed Square. But in times like these, this is probably the gravest. This is probably the gravest situation the ABC has faced since Kerry O'Brien headbutted one of the Channel 9 footy show team members live on TV at the Logies. It's that grave. It's probably graver than that. Remember that, the Channel 9 footy team member, spent over 3 hours in an emergency unit after that. It wouldn't take 3 hours to treat his injury. His injuries were actually quite minor. They sort of patched him up quite quickly, but they had to work on him for 3 hours just to get the silly grin off his face. That's how serious it all was. Okay, so then not spending any more time. Let's get on to Gary Kilson, if I can. I don't even know if he's using this. Don't even know if he's using his own number. But how did Commissioner Gordon even know if Batman would be home? Would be in the Batcave when he rang. How did he know? I mean, he did have Alfred, but we'll see. I just hope that Gary picks up. Gary Kilson, it's you, screwer. You knew it. You're waiting for my call. Why'd you be waiting for my call after what happened at Marcho Grande? Oh, you're waiting for my call because you've been watching my new show on your phone. Oh, it's actually a bit flattering, actually, Gary. Yeah. So anyway, and you'll do it. Well, that was quick. What do you do? Yeah, you'll find Tony Armstrong's mum's scarf and get it back to him. Okay, well that's good. Very good of you, Gary. So, and obviously you've been watching the show, so you've got the description and everything. So we're getting ABC wardens down there, also members of the official Tony Armstrong fan club. So probably best to hand the scarf over to the ABC wardens, and they can pass it on to Tony. And yes, get that. No, that will be good, Gary. It was unexpected that you'd be in the area, and I do thank you for agreeing to do this. Okay, so we'll get on with it, eh? So you're going to use this as some sort of leverage in dealing with me at a later time. Well, okay, fair enough. That's fair enough for me, Gary. I'll sort of give you that. So okay, well you're going to get back to me on this phone, I presume, when you've got a result, or haven't got the whatever result you get back to me. Okay, good on you, Kilso. Okay, so Gary Kilson's on it. I think we've got enough people. Look at he's an outside the square kind of guy. I know what you're thinking. You know, he's got the reputation of being a very spun out cat, but he can have periods of very intense focus for short limited periods of time. So we've got that underway. Look, I apologise to the viewers because Tony Armstrong is my only guest booked for the show on this episode, so I really don't have anything to entertain. Justin's not familiar to the ABC, but it's his first time back, so he hasn't got anything really to just patch in and pad up the show. It's ringing back on the Kilson phone, so Kilso, what do you got? You've already got the scarf. You've got the scarf, and yes, and you've already given it to the ABC wardens, and they're just having a bit of a chat to the person who took it. Okay, that's very good. Oh, what's that? Oh, there was in addition to the scarf in the knapsack, there's a haul of Tony Armstrong style moustaches, and quite a few, and there's no receipt or anything like that the person come up with. So yeah, okay. So it looks like they could have been taken, nicked or something from. I know it's at some stage, but we'll sort that all get sorted out. That's good. So how do you find it so quickly, Gary? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, okay. So you actually saw the guy. So it is a guy. Yeah. Okay, it is a guy. You saw the guy who sort of took Tony Armstrong's mum's scarf, and you decided to follow him just out of interest, just to see what he's going to do with it. Okay, fair enough. You've always been somebody who, keeps his cards close to his chest, haven't you, Gary? So, okay, well, look, thank you very much for that, and I guess we'll talk when we're both ready to have a chat or a talk, but much appreciated, and I'm sure Tony Armstrong will be much appreciated, and one of the ABC viewers and Tony Armstrong fans will appreciate it too, Gareth. So yes, very good. Okay, good on you, Kilso. Yeah, well, that's a good result. Tony's Tony's scarf. It's already with the ABC wardens down there. They've got the guy. They're just chatting to the guy, and he also had a lot of Tony Armstrong style moustaches found in the knapsack too. So I don't know what they're doing with those. Hang on, just what I asked. Okay, just going to talk to Kilso again. Yeah, Gareth, it's you. Yeah, just out of interest, just a few details about the guy who took the moustache. So here's an adult man, adult male, and you didn't give any reasons why you took the scarf and that. You say, oh, you've got photos. What did he just pose for a photo?
Yeah. No, he had these photos in his knapsack. They're A4 size, and he had photos of himself in the knapsack, and some were autographs. So you think he might be some sort of celebrity who keeps these for people who, when they spot him, he says, "Oh, here's a signed copy of my photo. You can take home if you like." Okay, that's not a bad idea, is it? Yeah. So you'll get to send those through now. Okay, so I just. Yeah, I've got them, and I'll just send them to my email so I can just get them up on my laptop screen. Oh no, it's worse than I thought. It's far worse than I thought. Okay, yeah. So well, thanks for sending those photos, Gary. Okay, talk when we're ready to talk. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, you see those? I'll send them to you. So you got them, Justin? Yeah, as you can see, it's worse than I thought. So, but anyway, look, Justin, can you tell that? Look, just tell the wardens to release the bloke. Tony's got his stuff back. If these were ABC property, then we've got these back. He can give a name and address. If it's not Tony's property, we can forward it on to him later. So yeah, just get we've got a good result out of this. So. Let's all go in peace. Yeah. Okay. So I wonder if Tony's actually caught up with the wardens and got his scarf back there. Tony will be well pleased. I wonder if I should even ring Tony and let him know. He's probably. Oh, there he is now. There's Tony. Tony. Yeah, good result. My operative, Gary Kilson, got the scarf, and the ABC wardens. Oh, you've met the wardens, and they've already given the scarf back to you. Oh well, good day, Tony. Good day. And yeah, good result. Good result all round. Good to have your mum's scarf back. That's great, mate. So yeah, sorry you couldn't be on the show, but these events overtook us, and maybe another time, as long as the You Screwer show continues and doesn't suffer the same sort of fate as 1-1, unfortunately. And and hopefully the wardens they've just said that guy who took your scarf on the way, they. Yeah. Well, there's no need for that. There's no need for that for them to get photos. I've already got photos of him from Gary Kilson, and but I wasn't going to release him. I'm not going to do any shaming or name or shame or whatever stuff. I think everybody's happy. Let's go in peace. You want the photos of the person who took your mum's scarf released to the viewers. I'm not sure if that's wise, Tony. It's not. I'm not sure in the public interest and not really in the interest of the ABC. But you do. You've already spoken to Ida, and she's demanded that those photos of the person who took your mum's scarf be shown to the viewers. Okay. Well, what must be done, I guess. Okay. Good on you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Bye for now. Bye. Okay. Okay, Justin. Well, you've heard that. Let her rip, mate. Get those photos up there of the person who took Tony Armstrong's mum's scarf. Yes, it's a bit sad, isn't it? Yeah. Michael, what were you thinking? Maybe you weren't thinking, and maybe that's the point. Okay, that's it for the first episode of the You Screwer Show. Tune in same time next week, and we'll probably help out another celebrity in some sort of dilemma, while at the same time putting the sword through the reputation of another celebrity. I'm Hugh Screwer. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Hi, Michael Rowland, former senior news presenter with the ABC. Here I am staking out this entrance to Hugh Screwer's very secretive elite ADSM training academy, known as Top Screw, of course. But doing this in my own time, I might point out, and I know what you're all thinking. Look, I have apologised to Tony Armstrong, I've apologised to all of the News Breakfast team and to Ida, and in my defence I would say that I was only borrowing Tony Armstrong's mum's scarf for a while. I was always intending to give it back, just like with the Hugh Screwer's Kilson kick down kiss up table, which he left in the green room on my first 1-1 episode. I was always intending to give it back. Here it is, Hugh Screwer. I'll leave it here for you. I even returned to that hidden sleeve, question how much intentionally it was hidden now, but that hidden sleeve that had the training notes and the renovation plans, from which I gleaned the clues on how to in fact find the entrance to Top Screw. So anyway, Hugh Screwer, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you, Hugh Screwer. You betcha I am. I'm going to get you. Another thing I'll point out to you, Hugh Screwer, is that I still have many friends in the ABC, many more than you, which isn't hard, I hazard a guess, because I'll just remind you, look what I've managed to obtain. Yes, and I don't know if I'm just borrowing this one or not. We'll just see. The other thing, of course, is look, they didn't get all of the Tony Armstrong style moustaches. Didn't get them all. Anyway, that's where we're up to. One way or another, I'm gonna get you, Hugh Screwer. I'm gonna get you one way or another.